welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer, and I'm heading down to the shop on Hutan Pantai because we need to finish off our fields ready to plant them. I'm looking to get all of my rice fields planted today, but we got a little bit of an issue with our newer fields. So the extension we did last time to our main field, plus the new field we created, both of those need ploughing. There's a ploughing requirement on them, and as a result we're going to have to grab a subsoiler and sort that. I don't want to use a plough because a plough will rough the ground up too much for my planting, so we're going to grab a subsoiler that will nicely set us up with some cultivated land afterwards. What we want is a subsoiler, and I'm going to go for the Arpeggio K Dino 5-200. It's only 10,000 to buy it, so we could buy it, but we're not doing ploughing stuff that often, so I'm going to lease instead. We should get the £200 base cost back, so it should only cost us about 310 to use this. And there it is, sitting in front of us, waiting. And yeah, let's head back up to the field and I'll show you where we need to do the work. So the fields in question that need work are 28, which is right next to here, and field 30. And you can see here, if we zoom in, the new area that we've got for field 30, you can see that we need to plow all of this. We need to plow all of 28. I think what we might do in the meantime then is get field 31, get that planted now, seeing as we have the rice planter ready to go. The other thing I want to do is something that we've been doing the whole way along, is if we can find a couple of well-paying contracts. So for example, this weeding contract here, we could grab a weeder and get that going. In fact, that's in field 36. So I think we want to get the smaller of these two going with the Kubota. So we'll borrow the items on that one, and we will accept the contract on that one. And then we can set this up and going, seeing as it's not too far away. I think this is a great way if you want to earn a little bit of extra cash. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, that'll position itself now, and it'll get on with that job. Meanwhile, as I said, I'm going to grab this. We can get this doing the lower fields. So we want to go and flood the lower fields. We should have plenty of pallets for this, I think. And we have a similar problem with the fertilization levels on those new fields as we do with the ploughing. Right, we want to flood this field. That's going to start getting a little bit soggy. And we want to flood this field as well. I'm just going to back this out of the field, wait till it's actually flooded, and then we can get it started. Meanwhile, we can crack on with this field here. Let's set it up so that we are working with the steering assist. I think 4 is too many headlands, especially on this shaped field. 2 should be enough for what we're doing. We'll go line up at the top here. Yeah, 2 will be plenty for what we're doing. I know we've only got a 2 meter width on this, but there's plenty of space to turn around at the end. This is a very narrow, very odd-shaped field that we're dealing with here, but it will produce a decent amount of rice for us, I think. From the looks of it, our fields are flooded. And so let's go and set the planter off. Yep, there we go. Nicely flooded field. So we'll just come up to here and set that going. And then we've just got 1 more row here. And then we can do the headlands. So line that up there. And I think I'm just going to switch straight on the headland at the end of this row. So should be able to go to here and do that, and get straight onto that headland. And just finishing off the last little bit. So that has everything there done. Right. Now, I need to get over the other side of the road here. We need to do a selected amount of this field. So on here, we need to get this area down the end here, this bit up here done. and then work our way across there, and then we've got a bit round there to get done as well. And I don't know how far across here we need to go, whether it's worth doing this whole field. Looks like our seeder is doing pretty well, going fairly quickly. I'm slightly surprised by that. Doesn't seem to be using much at all. Yeah, that's still got a ton of solid fertilizer and using very little rice on this field. I'm slightly surprised by that. In fact, that's not using anything. I should have had all of that turned off, and I haven't. This is the first time I've had it doing stuff, so we'll turn all that off. That is now, in fact, using the stuff, so it's been buying them up to this point. That is really annoying. I would be tempted to do this whole field if it wasn't dragging up a whole load of stones, which of course we kind of want to avoid doing. We don't really want too many stones in our fields. Something that I should have done when I finished the last field, and I'm actually going to run over and do now, is flood this one. This is going to be the third field we plant today. So let's get that flooded. We've still got the lower of the two fields down there to do. We've still got so much actually to do. And I'm surprised at how long actually the weeding is taking on field 36. That seems to be taking forever. I think we want to be starting our ploughing from about here-ish. Should be about right. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit ahead. So maybe there. Yeah. So that and down. And then we'll just get this square at the edge of the field here done. And then there's a little bit of headland that we'll have to do. And there we are. That is the last row. Now it should just be a case of, yeah, the edges round here getting finished off. Meanwhile, our seeder has finished. So we'll get this started. It's got about half a thing of rice left. Still got 3 more fields after this lower one. And there we go. Right. So that should be this field all done. Yeah, apart from a couple of spots on both of them. That's that done. And I'm wondering, we're getting to the point now where getting all of this done in a day, we might need 2 of our planters. So let's flood that field. Wonder if we can get a pressure washer up here. We look here at containers, no tools. Here we are. Yeah, I want to put one of these in as well. So pressure washer overlaps with another object, but if we put it here, this is where our water tower is. We will go B and just place that there. And I also want to try and place this somewhere. So there we go. So now we can wash and repair everything before we return it. And if we return it from here, it won't get dirty at all. So repair that for £2. Give it a wash. And if we return that, yes, okay. And we get the £200 back for our base cost. Now I need to send this piece of kit over to field 45. Best road to get at it from is over here. And yeah, look at that. That is folding up and heading off. That also means we have a space to get some stuff done. We could just send for a hoeing contract. Let's borrow the items for field 44. And then we can start this up and get this working. Start position that corner of the field and start job. So now that we've finished doing the ploughing, what we can do actually is just do this ourselves, I think. So over to here and refill this. I think we're going to have plenty now that the, well, with the hired worker actually buying stuff to begin with. So we're going to switch over to steering assist. Okay, set ourselves up, turn it on, drop it down. And away we go, planting the rice saplings. I'm on the outside edge of field 31's lower field, and we're down to just 1 litre of saplings left, 5%. And I don't think it's going to be enough to finish this field off. It's we're going to run out just before the end of it, which is incredibly annoying. Yeah, we're down to just 1% and 0%. In fact, yeah, I think we've already run out. Let's see. Just as we hit that corner. So I need to go and get a little bit more, and then we can move up to the upper field. So let's get this refilled with another set of saplings. We don't need to refill the fertilizer. We're just not going through that fast enough. I don't know why, but it's not filling it right up to the top. Not like we had anything left in it. No, I want to refill this. Come on. No. Oh, okay, we'll try refilling it again once we come back to the top. But for some reason, it's not letting me completely refill my planter. So I'm gonna come in at this corner here, I think, and just finish it off along here. So back that up. Forwards, turn it on, drop it down, double check that we're in the corner. Yep, we are. Good. And then we can finish this off. Hopefully, as I said a minute ago, we should be able to refill this fully once we get to the once we get this field finished. I don't know why this didn't let me refill it fully a minute ago. Onto that, turn it on, drop it down. Yeah, and just finish this row off here. I mean, I think we might go up and see if we can get field 28 done before we head back and do. In fact, yeah, let's go do field 28. I think we've got enough rice on here, probably to get most of the way through that if we're lucky, and then we can go back and get field 30 done. We will start off here. Let's start this up, drop this down. And yeah, not a very big field. This one has flooded very nicely, which is great news. And as soon as I see the green line go, we'll lift up and we'll head to the next row. But yeah, I don't think it's going to take very much, but it is a good sized field in the end of the day. I am very happy with the way this has turned out. Down and into the next row. I think our failure to fully fill this up had something to do with this little extra bit that we seem to have here on the back at the moment. It's a bit weird that it's got an extra row there. So yeah, I don't know quite what's happened there with that. We have got to the point though where we are on the last body row of the field. We're going to get into the headlands and we still have 3 litres left. I think I might have to bring some more to the field and get it reloaded. Yeah, there's no way we've got enough to go around the headlands. So I'm actually going to do what I should have done earlier on. And rather than driving this up and down the road all the time, we should really be using our Kubota and getting that to do this. Now let's see if this actually distributes this last one right. Thing is, we have a litre left, and yeah, we're still okay. We look like we're gonna do all right. So let's get into this row here, this headland, down and away. So this is weird. It's saying it's got less than a litre left, and you can see them disappearing out of those last little bits. But I have an entire tray left on the end, and that's just completely disappeared. That is so odd. Let's take this over to the side though and see if we can get our other bit of kit to refill it. So park on the edge, start this up. We've got several here. Would not get stuck on the edge. I'm not sure. I think I might take these dual wheels off. I don't think they actually add anything for me. Right, doesn't seem to want to take a full one of these. I'm amazed at how few of these we've used. That is quite astounding. Although we do have a couple of really big fields left to do. Let's just check the road is clear. Yeah. We'll refill this. Then, yep, that is refilling. Refilling up front. And that seems pretty good at the moment, actually. And then we can refill again when we go, yeah, when we come off this field, because that should be enough to do this field. I'm kind of wondering why it's left one up the top there like that. That is just weird. There is an empty slot for it. It could fit on there, and yet it's left up the front, out the way, and it's like something's messed up a little bit. It's finally moved that spare one into this. So now it's back and looking right. It must have needed it to fill the last spot, but yeah, it's working properly now. They're a bit bumpy around the edge here, where the shape isn't quite what the field would expect, and it keeps pulling the seeder off, or the planter off course a little bit. It's not too bad, but at the same time it could be a little bit better. And it seems to still be planting. We're down to 2 litres, which I don't think we're going to have enough to finish the field, interestingly. We'll get down here and we'll see how far that goes. Additionally, it looks like all of our contracts have now finished. So we'll be able to go and get a little bit of money in from the weeding contracts, and probably send another hoeing contract off. And as expected, we have run out. Right, let's go get some more and finish this off. Maybe a full one this time. 1 full pallet of rice saplings. Get these all loaded up. And this probably is about halfway through this job, I think. Fully loaded up. Right, and we are actually fully loaded up this time. Away we go, and we'll finish this field off. So this field is going to need some more fertilizer. We've got the same thing with the field directly ahead of us. So let's lift this up, because those can't plant there. We're going to head into here. Well, let's not hit the telegraph pole. Let's head over here. See what this produces. I think we want this row here. And turn everything on. And then we'll get started on here. And oh, actually, I need to go and sort out the contracts so that those keep going as well. So checking here, fertilizing, spraying. Nope. Okay. So let's complete both of these weeding. This is 10,000. That's absolutely brilliant. So that's pretty much covered all of our costs for today. And then the hoeing, I'm going to accept that contract. And that is on field 44. So our tractor down in field 20, create job. And we want it to head up here. Its best bet is going to be that corner there, I think. And start job. Hopefully it can find its way there. just about the end of the field. I think this is gonna make it. Yeah, we got about 2 liters left. What I want to do though is fill up off the partly filled one up here. So yeah, there's a partly full set. See if we can fill up off that and then empty that out. So, oh no, it's not what I'm looking to fill off. Yeah, there we go. Fill off those rice pellets. Where is that filling off? That's filling off right at the back. That might be. I'm hoping not, because the one I wanted to fill off was the partly full one there, but it seems to have filled up as much as it can. Oh, and I haven't flooded this field, so let's get this field flooded. And in the meantime, it looks like all of our contracts are finished. Right, flood this field. Yes. So hopefully that won't take very long. And we might be able to actually just start planting into it while it's flooding. Meanwhile, down here, looks like our hoeing contract is finished. So let's have a look. Let's just check. Is there a hoeing contract? No, there isn't. Okay, so we will complete both of these. So collect on that and collect on that. Yeah. So I think we're done for contracts for the day. And let's see if, now that this field is flooding, it's actually gonna let me. Oh yeah, there is some water in here, so it should continue to flood. Let's see if we turn this on and go. Yeah, it'll let me plant while the field is flooding. That's brilliant. That should be all good then. We're making good headway, and it's amazing having watched this field flood as we were doing it. It's sort of just, you saw the water level rise with lower bits getting filled, and we're at a good level now. We're planting into actual water. You can see water is still being pumped onto the field though, so it has a little way to go. It's round, straight and up. GPS makes it so much easier. So much easier. How many pallets have we got left? 3 full pallets and 2 partials. Let's see if I can get it to use the partials up first. Grab this one. Although the other partial, for some reason, it decided to load from as far back as it could. If we place this down beside, like so, and back it out, get this reloading from that, and I'll go and get the other partial and load that in as well. So that is the last of these incomplete pallets. We will head down, we'll use this up, and then hopefully we'll be able to go and use up anything that's left. Well, no, we've got 3 more pallets, so we're good. So we're going to have plenty. I think it would have been a lot tougher if I hadn't made that mistake at the start and had my hired workers buying pallets as they worked. I am out of saplings again, although we did have a smaller amount last time. But now we can just fill it up with complete pallets, and I think we're probably going to end up using more than 1 complete pallet. So my belief actually that we were going to run out if I hadn't messed up with the hired worker, actually looking very true right now. We've only got 2 pallets left after this. And I'm not sure that would have been enough to do those bottom 2 fields. In fact, I'm positive it wouldn't have been enough to do those bottom 2 fields. So next year, we're going to have to make sure that we have enough. Although, this might actually be our final year on here. It all depends on how close we get to paying off that initial £500,000 loan. Final couple of rows on the main body of this field, and then we can crack on with the actual headlands. This is getting quite late now, though. We're working into sort of 7 o'clock at night, and it could be that this goes after dark. I don't know what the lights are like on this piece of kit. Not overly impressive. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of lights out the front here. I don't know if that's going to be enough. This is going to be very close. I'm down to 5 litres. I've got about half the field to go round. And yeah, the last bit of this tends to go fairly quickly. So we'll have to see how we do. It's, yeah, we're down to 3 litres and 13%. We have a tiny section of the field to go. I won't be happy if this runs out just before the end of the field. 9% and 2 litres left. 8%. Oh, 7%. This is either going to fall just short or is going to be spot on. 4%. Oh, come on. This is going to work. This has got to work. 3%. Yeah. 2%. 1%. And there we go. Wow. I have no idea how much rice is in here. Next to nothing, actually, looking at this. Look at that. That is less than a complete row of all of those bits of rice. I am astounded by that. That is amazing. And that couldn't have gone better then. That really couldn't. Wow. So, yeah, it's getting late in the evening. We're going to get all of this away. We've got some bits and pieces to do next time, but our rice is all in. We take a quick look. Yeah, there we go. 31, 30, 28, and 27 all planted. And if I come across to here, fertilizing. Yeah, we've got some fertilizing to do around 30 and 28. But otherwise, everything is looking really, really good. I am so pleased with that. So, we got a little bit of work to do next time. We're going to continue on with the contracts as well. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below. Follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.